Good morning, good afternoon. So in this presentation, we present two experiences for the documentation of STEM, namely Madrasati Science. Madrasati in Arabic is my school, so my school science, as the first Moroccan Sign Language STEM school dictionary. And we also present AfricaSign as a crowdsourcing solution for the documentation of STEM in African Sign Languages. So, after outlining some of the major challenges for documenting STEM, we provide the approach and functionality of the platforms and also some results. A demo of the two platforms is also provided at the end of the presentation. In this slide, I'll share with you some of the challenges that the deaf community, in particular in Morocco, faces with regard to education. So as you can see, more than 85% of deaf children do not attend school, and many deaf actually are viewed, unfortunately, as a burden on society and their families. And education in most schools does not go beyond the 6th grade. So in addition to these challenges, the language itself, Moroccan Sign Language, is an under-researched language with communication problems complicated and compounded by a lack of trained teachers of the deaf and sign language interpreters. So most school programs are run by deaf associations whose staff have in general no training in special education. And there is very little research in the field, as I have just said, in the field of sign language and disability. So schools of the deaf are using materials designed for hearing people, and the instructional resources that include or accommodate the deaf children are almost non-existent. All education information is in Arabic or French, and it's audio, and also text-based, without any interpretation into Moroccan Sign Language, MSL. So our goal is to develop a user-friendly online platform that enables the deaf community to document their sign languages in the following situations. So we want to have this platform available in context in which there is a lack of technical expertise to develop software tools for sign language documentation, and also in emergency situations, as it has been the case with the COVID pandemic, right? And also crisis zones where mobility is not possible due to conflicts. So another goal is actually to enable in particular, the digital documentation of STEM, a resource that deaf educators badly need. Documentation on AfricaSign is categorized by country, but regional variation for the same language is also accommodated. As a starting point, the current database that we have on the platform has 3,000 words with corresponding concepts and images. That is, each word has a corresponding image or concept that describes the word or visualizes the word. And these words are grouped in 19 semantic domains: maths, physics, health, life, and earth sciences, etc. So users can add a sign by choosing one of these methods. So they can upload existing signs, or they can also videotape the sign and themselves, of course, using to describe the sign using their phones or laptops camera, but they can also check if similar signs proposed in other sign languages exist on the platform. And then we have another mode of input, which is describing the sign by animating an avatar in real time. This fourth mode actually is still ongoing. So this slide shows or explains the functionality of the fourth mode of input, which is to enable users to create an avatar animation of a sign by describing the sign from a pictorial list menu, including both manual and non-manual markers. And users can view the animation of the sign they have described in real time, and they can either accept it or edit it. So what has our project achieved so far? Well, we have developed a freely available platform for the African deaf communities to document their sign languages. So there is no need to set up studios, expensive studios, and for videotaping and film editing. And there is also no need for technical expertise to create tools and digital dictionaries. And recently we have released the first Moroccan school and STEM dictionary, Madrasati Science, My School Science. This dictionary contains a little bit over 3,000 signs categorized into 19 semantic domains. So in order to duplicate this experience in other African countries, we have been in contact with colleagues from Kenya, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Malawi, and some of them actually have already documented some signs on AfricaSign platform that you will see later during the demo. So AfricaSign can keep track of the documented signs by country and also the input mode that is used to document the sign by the user. And so whether the user used the method of videotaping or uploading the video from their device, or basically just use an existing sign, or also describing the sign by animating the avatar. So as you can see here, we have some data already from Morocco, Kenya, and Ivory Coast. And as you can see, most signs have been documented because so far we have done a lot of dissemination of the platform to the Moroccan deaf community, and there are ongoing efforts to expand and enlarge the network, and as I have mentioned in the previous slide, to duplicate this experience here in Morocco to other countries in Africa. And you can see also on the right hand side the contribution by methods. So far most people have chosen to do the videotaping, that is the recording of the sign. Thank you very much.